And we have that marvelous opportunity to prove and get the best out of this experience right here and now, the best of it. And it doesn't mean being prosperous of worldly things. Here we have involvement in our experience that takes us along of interest, and what we're involved in should be to our betterment. It should be our supply as well as our joy, our interest in life and time. And in my journey, I found a measure of it. And I'm still measuring it. I hope you heard something that you haven't heard before, or that would make you become interested in opening your Bible up and seeing. It takes reading it and reading it. Today I have read things that I've read countless times, and I still get something more out of it, something I hadn't seen, having read it maybe 10 times before or 20 times, and still there was another point. Even as I read this presentation, thoughts come to me. I voiced many of them. They're not here. I voiced what came to me as a result of what the insight that I had gained. And the more you read and allow yourself time to consider that your life is important and your life with God is important, it'll become so enriched. I'll give you an example, and I've told this story before. It was about 6 o'clock at night, and I was coming from Eastern Hills, coming down that overpass, and a car that was parked on the side of the road all of a sudden pulled right in front of me and stopped. And I pulled on the wheel as if I was having a team of horses or something. And I pulled so hard, and my foot was going just as hard on the brake, that had I come any closer, the paint would have touched the paint. But as I did that, I was saying, oh God, I was in the presence of God. As soon as that happened, that car pulled over and parked on the other side of the road. I never looked. I never looked to see who was in the cart or anything. I thanked God and kept right on going. I was so grateful that whatever that thought, that's mortality, whatever that thought, if that person was trying to commit suicide, it's hard to know. What was that mortal thought? So that when I got to Wegmans, I was so with the joy, I walked in an outside door. And the door was open, and a man was there, and he said to me, "You look like something good just happened to you." I said, "It sure did." And I kept right on going, because it was still so much a part of what I was experiencing. But that's what I mean by being so uplifted with thought, that when you go into your experience, that you carry that with you. And then those other things are not so big or so heavy or so difficult, because you are so uplifted already that it carries you through the mortal. And it's not odd, it's not peculiar. We're called a peculiar people in the Bible, because this would be peculiar to anybody else who wouldn't know it. And until you do it, you'll never experience it. I can tell you about it, you can be very receptive, but until you accept it, and say, I can do that. And you do it repeatedly. And it's work, believe me, but it's worth it. Jesus said, I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day. The time cometh when no man can work. This is my opportunity. Here I am, and I've got to work the works of God, what's good. Each time you have the opportunity to offset anything that's coming to you that's not of God, that's not good, you've accomplished. It's just one, maybe a baby step, but it gets you to higher ground. It gets you there, and it's worth it.